How to fix FC26 not launching, freezing, and returning to EA app. Welcome back to Technobalta. Today, we're tackling a frustrating issue plaguing many FC26 players: the game failing to launch, freezing, or abruptly returning to the EA app. This complex problem, often signaled by initial black screens, anti-cheat errors, or system freezes, can stem from various sources, including recent hardware changes, outdated or corrupted drivers, and intricate software conflicts. We'll delve into a comprehensive suite of advanced troubleshooting steps, leveraging deep technical insights to systematically diagnose and resolve these persistent launch failures, ensuring you can get back into the competitive world of FC26. Verify game files integrity. Corrupted or missing game files are a frequent culprit behind launch failures, causing unexpected crashes or non-starts. Utilize the Integrity Check feature within your EA app or Epic Games Launcher to scan and repair any discrepancies in the game's installation. This critical step ensures all core game assets are present and uncorrupted, often resolving fundamental startup issues. Perform a clean reinstallation of EA anti-cheat. A malfunctioning anti-cheat system is a common cause of immediate game shutdowns or black screens, often preventing the game from even reaching the main menu. Navigate to your FC26 installation directory, specifically locate the eanticheat.gameservice.exe or similar uninstaller within its folder, and run it to completely remove the anti-cheat software. Follow this by launching FC26, which should prompt a fresh, clean installation of the anti-cheat service, resolving potential corruption. Update or rollback graphics drivers via DDU. Outdated or recently updated graphics drivers, especially after a new hardware component or major system update, can introduce critical conflicts causing crashes or black screens. Perform a clean installation of your graphics drivers using Display Driver Uninstaller (DDU) in Windows Safe mode to thoroughly remove old driver traces. Subsequently, install either the latest stable drivers directly from NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel, or roll back to a previously known working version if the issue emerged post-update. Check for gamepad driver conflicts. As observed in user reports, a recent change in gamepads or the installation of new peripheral drivers can inadvertently interfere with game launch processes, particularly with anti-cheat mechanisms. Ensure all existing gamepad drivers are up to date, or temporarily disconnect any third-party gamepads and try launching the game with only standard input devices. Consider uninstalling and reinstalling the specific gamepad's drivers if conflicts are suspected. Run FC26 and EA app as administrator. Insufficient administrative privileges can prevent critical game processes or the EA app from accessing necessary system resources, leading to launch failures or immediate closure. Locate the executable files for both FC26 and the EA app, right-click them, and select Run as Administrator to grant elevated permissions. For persistent application, modify their properties to run this program as an administrator permanently. Adjust compatibility mode settings. Specific game titles, especially after major Windows updates, may experience compatibility issues that cause them to freeze or refuse to launch. Right-click the FC26 executable, go to Properties, then the Compatibility tab, and experiment with running the program in compatibility mode for earlier Windows versions like Windows 8 or 7. Additionally, disable full-screen optimizations to mitigate potential rendering conflicts. Disable all overlay applications. Third-party overlay applications such as Discord, GeForce Experience, Xbox Game Bar, or even the EA App Zone overlay can inject code into the game process, leading to instability, freezes, or crashes. Temporarily disable all such overlays before launching FC26 to isolate whether these services are the root cause of the conflict. This often resolves unexpected application behavior during startup. Configure antivirus and firewall exceptions. Aggressive antivirus software or Windows firewall can sometimes misidentify legitimate game executables or the EA anti-cheat service as malicious, actively blocking them from running. Add FC26, the EA app, and their respective anti-cheat components as exceptions within your antivirus program and Windows Defender firewall settings. This prevents security software from inadvertently interfering with the game's launch sequence. Ensure Windows operating system is up to date. Outdated Windows installations can lack essential system libraries, security patches, or compatibility updates required for modern games, leading to various launch impediments. Navigate to Windows Settings, select Update and Security, and check for any pending Windows updates. Installing these updates can resolve underlying system incompatibilities that hinder FC26 from launching correctly. Clear EA app cache and data. The EA app, like any client, accumulates temporary data and cache files that can become corrupted over time, leading to launch issues for games managed by it. Close the EA app completely, then manually delete the cache folders located in C:\program data /electronic arts /EA services /license and C:\users /your username /app data /local /electronic arts /EA desktop. Restarting the EA app will force it to rebuild a fresh cache, often resolving client-side errors. Terminate background processes. Excessive background applications consuming system resources or conflicting with game processes can lead to freezes, performance degradation, or launch failures. Open Task Manager, Control+Shift+Escape, navigate to the Processes tab, and close any non-essential applications or services running in the background. Prioritize critical system services, but terminate any known resource hogs or potential game blockers. Utilize System File Checker, SFC, and DISM tools. Corrupted Windows system files can profoundly impact game stability and launch functionality, often without overt error messages. Open Command Prompt as an administrator and run SFC/scannow to repair corrupted system files. If SFC finds issues it cannot fix, follow up with DISM/online/cleanupimage/restore health to repair the Windows component store, then run SFC again. Reinstall/repair Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributables. FC26, like most PC games, relies on specific versions of Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributables for core functionalities. Navigate to Apps and Features in Windows Settings, uninstall all Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributables, then download and install the latest supported versions directly from Microsoft's official website. A clean set ensures vital game dependencies are met. Update or repair DirectX runtime. DirectX is a fundamental set of APIs crucial for graphics rendering and multimedia. While Windows typically manages DirectX, corrupted components or missing libraries can cause games to fail. Download the DirectX end-user runtime web installer from Microsoft's official site and run it to scan for and install any missing or corrupted DirectX files, ensuring optimal graphical compatibility. Adjust virtual memory, paging file size. Insufficient virtual memory can cause system freezes or application crashes, especially during resource-intensive operations like game launching. Navigate to System Properties, Advanced Performance Settings, Advanced tab, Virtual Memory. Manually adjust the paging file size to a higher, custom range, e.g., 1.5 to 2 times your physical RAM, for your primary drive, giving the system more headroom. Monitor Event Viewer for specific errors. When FC26 crashes or fails to launch, Windows Event Viewer can often provide granular diagnostic information about the underlying system-level errors. Open Event Viewer. Search for Event Viewer in Windows Search. Navigate to Windows Logs, Application, and System, and look for error entries correlating with the timestamp of your launch attempt. Specific error codes, e.g., 0xC00000005, can pinpoint DLL conflicts or access violations. Perform a clean reinstallation of FC26. If all other troubleshooting steps fail, a complete reinstallation of FC26 can often resolve deeply entrenched file corruptions or configuration issues that persist through verification steps. Fully uninstall the game via the EA app or Epic Games Launcher, manually delete any remaining game folders, and then perform a fresh download and installation. This ensures a pristine game environment. Reset router/modem and flush DNS cache. While less common for direct launch failures, persistent network issues can interfere with DRM checks or online services required for FC26 to start. Power cycle your router and modem by unplugging them for 30 seconds. Additionally, open Command Prompt as administrator and run IP protocol configuration/flushtons to clear your DNS resolver cache, resolving potential connectivity blocks. Check for BIOS/UEFI updates. Outdated BIOS/UEFI firmware can sometimes cause compatibility issues with newer hardware, drivers, or operating system features, potentially affecting overall system stability and game performance. Visit your motherboard manufacturer's website to check for the latest firmware updates. Exercise caution during this process, as incorrect flashing can lead to serious system issues. Contact EA support as a last resort. If, after meticulously applying these advanced troubleshooting steps, FC26 continues to exhibit launch failures or freezing, it's time to leverage the official support channels. As experienced by other users, EA's dedicated support team possesses specialized diagnostic tools and knowledge specific to their ecosystem that can often resolve intricate, client-specific issues. Provide them with a detailed history of your troubleshooting efforts and system specifications. By systematically working through these deep dive solutions, you significantly increase your chances of diagnosing and resolving the challenging FC26 launch issues. Don't forget to follow Technobalta for more expert technical guides and troubleshooting tips.